Kindness can be taught regardless of the age. However, there might be slightly different ways that you go about it. Now, some principles, things like modeling kindness and empathy and sympathy towards other people, that's going to work, and that's going to be important regardless of the age of your child. So whether or not we're talking about a 2-year-old or a 13-year-old, they're always watching the behaviors that you're exhibiting, and they're more likely to mimic those or to imitate those behaviors. So if you want your child to act kindly towards other people, you really need to be careful about what kind of behaviors you're exhibiting towards others. Another principle that will work regardless of the age are things like reinforcing and praising pro-social or kind behaviors when your child exhibits them. And again, regardless of their age, it's nice for them to get that reinforcement and to know that that's what's expected of them, and that you're proud of them for exhibiting kind behaviors towards other people, and that you'd like them to continue that. So modeling, reinforcing, praising, those strategies are going to work regardless of the age. But as your child gets older, you might want to challenge them in more significant ways to really take the perspectives of other people. Now, perspective taking skills, again, you can encourage that and promote that regardless of the age. It just might look differently depending on whether you're talking about a 2-year-old or a 13-year-old. So for a 2-year-old, it might be something as simple as, encouraging them to engage in pretend play and to think about, what a teacher might say or what a mommy might do or say, or to think about their, doll babies or their stuffed animals or their pets. And that's going to be simple enough for them and challenging enough for a 2-year-old to take that perspective. But as they get older, you can start to make it more complicated by encouraging them, for example, to take the perspective of TV characters or movie characters, and really just take a moment to pause and ask them, how do you think that character is feeling? Again, with young kids, it might be a cartoon character. With older kids, it might be one of their favorite TV shows, and taking a second to have that discussion with them to really encourage them to go beyond what's presented, or to make them pause and think about how those characters are feeling. As they get a little bit older, you might also incorporate it into the curriculum, so into their studies. Teachers might incorporate it by having students take the perspective of famous historic figures that they're studying. So trying to get them to imagine how Abraham Lincoln must have felt when he was dealing with conflicting points of view and all the different pressures that he was dealing with. And that's going to be beneficial, again, regardless of the age. You just might make it more challenging and more difficult as they get older.